he was informed of a most marvelous affair relating to an American whaler that had been attacked by a whale at sea, and in so violent and dreadful a manner as to occasion the vessel to founder, and most of the crew eventually to perish.
This project came about when Warner Brothers approached us to tell us that the film director Ron Howard was making a film about the true story that inspired the great American novel Moby Dick. This true story was originally reported in the Times and the Sunday Times in 1821, 1822, and 1823. So the challenge was, how could we put together a front page of the Times as authentically as possible? So we got in touch with Sue Shaw from the Type Archive, and she put us in touch with Stan Lane from Gloucester Typesetting, who helped us to produce the front page.
My name is Sue Shaw, and I'm the founder of the Type Archive and a trustee, and with an extraordinary group of skilled people, we've brought about this amazing place. We're just about ready to go public after 22 years, so the intervention of Moby Dick is perfectly timed for us. In 1820, printing was entirely a hand process, that's to say, typesetting was entirely a hand processing, and a very arduous one. And for a page like the Times, there would have been countless compositors all working together just to get one page done. It was only conceivably possible to do it in the time by using a monotype process.
I believe monotype was the main source of our general education. Nearly everything that's even new computers, without the background of learning of science and one thing and another, electronics, all those things, they all were written down in books, weren't they, initially, and people read them, and they develop from there. You have to produce a book that's going to be a joy to read. Just purely the optical thing of it, the visual side of that. And that's what I try to do. And then that encourages you to read.
You know, we all rely on Stan to be at our side whenever there's an emergency in book production, even today. And I'm sure that he'll go on wanting to print and typesetting until he can't do it anymore.
This spool runs through the caster, line by line by line, character by character, by space, until it gets to the end of the line, and the signal then would tell it to stop casting, realign the wedges, and for the next line, which would then alter by the figure I gave it from the drum. This type now is going to the comp room to be made into page or part of a page ready for printing.
We're here to tell the whole world what printing has been like in the past and how it will be in the future. It's difficult for people who haven't actually used hot metal to have the slightest notion of how complicated it is and how skilled it is, and the printing industry has never been credited with any skill of any kind. People don't know the printing industry even exists or ever did. And now they've got something to prove it on their desktops, that printing, it just happens, like drawing down a typeface from the sky.
Look at this. Wow. Well, as a movie director, this is very exciting. 14 months to put this together. Well, all the research involved. This is fascinating. Oh, so it has actually stories from the period separate from the event, and then here's our recorded event, story of the Essex. Oh, and this is the breakdown of the papers process to try to put it all together. This is great. This is a great record. And I love the way it's taken taking one of the images from our movie. It's created this period etching. I've never seen any kind of ad like this. A vessel dashed to pieces by a whale. The monster stopped sometime near the ship, endeavoring to strike it again. Not being able to succeed, he swam before the vessel to a distance. It was a marvelous affair.